HarperCollins presents The Second Chance Supper Club by Caroline Roberts, read by Karen Cass. Chapter 1. Kath sliced a line through the brown tape, the scissors in her hand beginning to tremble. She opened the cardboard lid to reveal a stack of tissue-wrapped photos and frames, mementos of her not-so-long-ago life, memories and waves of emotion crashing out with each item. She was still so bloody angry. The third picture she unwrapped, the one she hadn't quite had the heart to send to the tip, though it had certainly crossed her mind, stripped another layer off her heart. White lace and promises, looking so young and hopeful. Such a damned waste. All that time, all that togetherness trashed. 30 effing years, in fact. All she had left was a heap of memories, some happy, some sad. It was all gone. They were all gone. Divorce looming dangerously close on the horizon. Though Kath knew all too well, divorce papers or not, you couldn't unravel the seam on a long-term marriage that easily. They had separated, moved homes, changed lives, and yes, over time she'd accepted the inevitability of the divorce, but it was still so unsettling. Rejection and loneliness coming in ripples, like the circles in a lake after a stone is thrown in. Kath couldn't help but feel like she'd lost her anchor after all these rooted years as a wife and mother. She'd bloody well given up her full-time role as deputy head and maths teacher too, which, though stressful of late, she'd always loved. Oh yeah, it was all part of the enjoying an early retirement master plan the two of them had talked about and dreamed of. Perhaps she'd been the only one dreaming after all. Numbers and figures. They were safe, reliable, they always added up. She'd thought she would have it all worked out by now, moving solidly and securely into her 50s. She and Trevor working part-time. She'd taken on some freelance maths tuition, and going off on some exciting new adventures. Kath just hadn't imagined the adventures were going to be so damned traumatic, and on her own. It had all kicked off 18 months ago. Their son, Adam, away in his third year at uni, and she in what was to be her last year of secondary school teaching. She'd thought she and Trev would soon be slipping away on their travels, gathering magical memories of the Mediterranean, sitting side by side by a balmy sea with glasses of chilled wine and some tasty tapas or meze. The stresses of years of hands-on parenting, whilst holding down a demanding job, a thing of the past. They were settled, content, or so she bloody well thought. She'd assumed she and Trevor would see their relationship through to old age like a comfy set of slippers. Okay, they weren't exactly setting the world on fire anymore, but who was when they were in their 50s? And yes, sex was a bit of an occasional, very occasional afterthought. But wasn't that just normal? She was okay with normal. But Trevor evidently had other plans. Plans that didn't include his partner of 30 years. Those comfy slippers had worn far too thin for him. She dropped their wedding photo face down on the carpet, unsure what to do with the damn thing. Relationships! Ah! Something old, something new, something borrowed, something blue. The only thing left feeling blue was her. But, she reminded herself, clutching at the positives, it wasn't all a disaster. They did share a wonderful son. But that hurt in itself too. He was off and away now, finished his final year at Leeds Uni and was travelling. Talk about empty nest. It was like some eagle had dived in and taken the bloody lot. Right, Kath, pull up those big girl knickers. This was no good. This was not the time to mope. No way, Jose. She sighed, stood up tall for a few seconds, giving her aching knees a stretch. Then she went back to her task, pulling out more trinkets and images, and digging deeper to find a shoebox of letters and mementos. It had been a super busy day already, both physically and emotionally. These could be stored in the bedroom cupboard for now. A task for some other day. Just a couple more photos left. She unwrapped the white tissue folds and found herself holding a black and white image of her parents, both now having passed away, bless them.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?